Hey guys, this video is not gonna be like edited or like pretty much no cuts or anything. No, well, there will be some cuts here and there when I'm editing this video back, but for the most part, this is just the director's commentary of me just talking about how I made this video. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's just basically, I made this video. At first, this video was just a joke. It was just kind of meant to be like a bit of a meme, bit of a joke that, oh hey, I played a very much sexualized, lustful game, which kind of just turned to be a bit of a meme. Now it's just like an actual video, and this is pretty much like everything that I kind of like worked on. So, like, literally, as you can see here, literally all of this, I was working on this for like the past like almost over 2 weeks or so. I'd say like over 2 weeks I was just working on this video, and this is pretty much kind of like how it started. So at first I didn't really know what I wanted this video to like look like. I was just kind of like placing clips here and there, and I recorded like so much footage for this video. Like, I recorded like a shit ton of gameplay footage, you know. I even got gameplay footage from like another game, and you know, just as a bit. But I don't know how I'm gonna try to explain this, but I think I'll try to explain it a bit, like as far as I go into this video, and just like pretty much director's commentary, and we'll just see how it goes. But if you like this type of stuff, let me know. Honestly, this kind of stuff is more so for me rather than for any viewers to watch. But if you're wondering how I make my videos, I'm just gonna show you how I made this one. So the horniest game I ever played, this is pretty much the video here. So around this part here, it's like I've never written scripts before. Just to be clear, I've never actually done like any like scripted content besides like YouTube Shorts and stuff. Like I've been just kind of like using YouTube Shorts just as a way for me to practice like more like scripted content, so that, you know, hopefully in the future I can be more comfortable with writing scripts and stuff, and just like being able to just do it on the go, you know. Yeah, honestly, I think I did a pretty alright job, just, you know, coming up with the jokes and like writing scripts and stuff. Yeah. I think while I was trying to like make this video, I was kind of looking at some other YouTubers and like just trying to like emulate like what they do in terms of like scripted like video game essay type of content. And one of the YouTubers I wanted to kind of emulate was someone like 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽𝓼. I really like his content in terms of not only like his scripted stuff, but like also like the bits and gags that he does, you know, like midway, like when he's talking about like a Nintendo game or something. Like it's kind of funny. Like I really like 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽𝓼 a lot. So yeah. So that's kind of like what I was kind of going for, was like 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽𝓼, or another one was like Iron Pineapple. I really like his like, you know, style of videos as well. You know, just a very monotone, just very chill guy. You know, just being like, I think he's just more like in depth. You know, but yeah, I feel like compared to 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽𝓼, I think he's just a little bit more like in depth, I guess, like, you know, monotone type of guy. But yeah, so I'm not really good at describing people, but yeah, those are just some creators that I kind of took to liking, and I kind of try to like take something that, you know, they did, and then just try to like emulate, and then just try to like combine it with like my own style. Like how I do something like what they would do, but like make it into like my own style of editing, because I know, like, I have the experience for it, like I have the knowledge, but considering this is like a new type of form of content for me personally, this is coming from someone who just only does like gaming, just like funny moments like type of videos, like how can I make this into like my own like medium, my own style, you know, of video. So I think I have a problem.
Oh, do ya?
Flip. Yeah, so that was my friend Frostbite there. So when I was writing the script, I was kind of like thinking to myself like, what would my friends say? Like, cause like again, like I took like a lot of inspiration from like the creators I just mentioned before, and like while I was writing the script, I was like thinking to myself like, what would my friends say like in this situation? Like if I was in like Frostbite's like perspective, what would he say like in this situation? And I was like, oh okay, he would say this, and then the same thing I did for Marketer as well, where I was just like thinking if we were having like a real conversation about something, okay, then I would think, oh, okay, this is what he would say, like this and that, and yeah. So I was just kind of like me trying to like having like kind of like a visualization of like a genuine just like conversation between me and my friends, because you know we've like off camera and stuff, we say like some pretty dumb shit, so we have some pretty dumb shit. We say some pretty dumb shit, and we like have these weird ass conversations about stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but like, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but there was just some takes here. I just cut. I'm sorry if the white. Yeah, this is so. If you see here, this is just the script that I was working on. Obviously this is kind of like the script in its like previous form. Obviously I had to change some of the stuff here and there, but yeah, this was just the script that I was working with for now at the time. And yeah, so I got on a call with Frost and said, hey, can you do some lines for me? And basically this is kind of what we got. A lot of this stuff is just kind of because I decided just to record the whole like conversation that we had with yeah, we're just working on the videos. So I think I'm definitely by the time this video comes out, there will probably be a blooper reel I'm gonna make as well with this, you know, with this video as well, just for along with the director's commentary. So yeah, so if we go here, so I think that we did a couple takes here.
I think I have a problem. Oh, do ya?
No, wait, no, I think you gotta do it like, oh, do ya? oh, do ya? Oh my god, I didn't even realize my voice could go that high. Yeah,
oh, do ya?
Yeah, then you gotta do it like that. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, you want the full Josh,
Yeah, so bit of context, there was a line where it's like, okay, I think I have a problem, and then like it was supposed to be like a bit of a Drake and Josh bit when, you know, that one episode when it's like they get locked out of the fucking treehouse because like Drake didn't cut the door with the saw, and yeah, that's when that bit, that like iconic Drake and Josh bit comes in, and it's like it's peak fiction, but but yeah, this took a couple tries. I wanted them to just go full on Josh mode and just try to do it the best he can.
That sounds like a weird porn move, dude.
Oh yeah, it's like what bit here. Yeah, I want the full Josh.
That sounds like a weird porn.
So I think one of the clips
I think I have a problem. Oh, do ya?
Yeah, because like I feel like like when we were recording this, like I dude, I didn't realize how much like Frost's mic like peaks so much. Like he's told me about this but like yeah, his mic literally peaks. Like it peaks a lot especially when he screams as well, and like sometimes it gets to a point where like his mic will just cut off. Like the parts where like he'll in like mid scream will just like cut off like that. So yeah. I think I have a problem. We did a couple more takes here.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, that was like the take I ended up using, and then yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, back to this video. That's kind of like what I wanted to give you guys context about for this part here. Yeah, so that signature.
Oh, do ya?
Flip Witch Forbidden 66. Now those are a string of words I'll never forget. This game is a Metroidvania where you play as a witch who has the ability to, guess what? You're not gonna believe this, change genders. So this game was made for trans people.
Yeah, okay. So, I think I might have taken the. I'm not gonna lie. I think I may or may not have taken this joke from someone else. I don't remember, but it was. I think it was from a video, and it was like these guys that were like speedrunning Celeste, and then they were like, fucking, and they were making jokes about trans people, but it was not but it wasn't like trans. It was trains. It was saying like, oh, I love trans people, or like, oh, wow, you're really making fun of a trans kid. I was like, how dare you? I don't know. It was just kind of funny. I was like, oh, okay, I mean, plus the game was like, was made by the trans developer. But all jokes aside, I have nothing against trans people. You know, I respect all sexualities. Don't get it twisted, okay? A lot of the jokes that I say or I come up with, it's just satire. It's just literally for gags and shits and giggles. So, yeah. So I can't show. So the reason why I had to send to the part, because like the fairy. So in the game, there's like it's all like fantasy themed, right? It's all like fantasy themes, like goblins and like ghouls and like elves and shit and fairies. But like the fairies, like they're literally, their breasts like are so ginormous. It takes up like most of their like entire body. Like the breast to like torso ratio is like fucking wild. It is astronomical, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding. I can't show it obviously, but like, you know, you're gonna have to look for it for yourself to believe me. But yeah, but just take it from me, okay? I but yeah, that's why I had to like completely just cover that. So yeah, how I did this effect. Okay, this effect. Oh no, not that one. Okay, what effect was this? Oh yeah, okay, so how I did this effect right here, where it's like, it basically slides down and it becomes blurry and then it comes a little more clear. They're like, oh, I did all the achievements and stuff. So how I did this was like, so I use presets, right? I use presets. So that's how I kind of make my editing stuff easier. So yeah, so basically a YouTuber that I learned how to edit from was a guy named 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽𝓼. Now if you don't know who 𝓗𝓗𝓷𝓻𝓷𝓼 is, he's like basically like the guy you want to go to if you use Premiere Pro. Like if you use Premiere Pro and you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, go watch 𝓗𝓗𝓻𝓷𝓼. Like he pretty much breaks it down. He makes the whole editing process a lot easier to understand. So I use a lot of his stuff, like a lot of his presets that he made it like downloadable. You do have to pay for it, but you know, honestly, I think for me personally, I think it's worth it. You know, especially if you're a beginner. But even if you don't even want to use presets and stuff, like he still basically teaches you like the basic, like, you know, like basically like keyframes and stuff, like learning about like keyframes and like zooms and, you know, like all that stuff. Like he still teaches you like how to manually do it if you don't want to go through the effort of like buying presets and stuff. But honestly, I think getting presets and like having like effects and stuff, it makes the workflow a lot easier, if anything. Like, I mean, you'll still be working. I mean, obviously, like editing and stuff, it takes time. Like it does take time, but it makes it slightly a bit easier to just like manage like through everything. So yeah. So one of the effects I used was like the zoom in here. So what I did was I kind of just stretched this out to here, so that like it kind of like, so yeah, okay. I won't start with the zoom in. I'll start with this, like the basic like 3D thing. It's like an effect in here that's like basic 3D. So yeah, I just used, so it's one of the main tools here, and basically what you can do is like you can kind of like move it so that it gives it more like perspective, I guess. There's other ways to do this. Like there's like a way you can do this from Premiere to like After Effects, but since I don't use After Effects anymore because it pretty much slows down my PC, I just stick to Premiere. So basically how I did this was like I bring this down. I basically use like two types of like effects here, where it's like there's like a slide effect, which is like it slides down, right? And then I use a zoom up, which is like this. It zooms and it clears down here. And then the basic 3D, all I really did was just made it so that it like tilts like here. So like you can pretty much, again, do whatever you want there, and then yeah. I don't know. It's really hard to explain because like, yeah. So basically, like how I'm able to do them is like these little things called keyframes, and when you put a keyframe in, like put it, okay, let's say I put like 10, and then I put like 0 there, boom, that's a keyframe, and then like it does the keyframe thing. And if you want to get real technical, there's also these things here. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but like you can kind of like drag them and make them a little like more smoother, more like, I guess, rather than just being like straight.
Thinking about 7 hours completing and 100% the game.
So yeah, man, I should have done that. I don't know why. I should have done that. It looks like way better than what I did in the actual video. It's fine. Honestly, my video, I'm not gonna say like my video is like perfect or anything, but I think it's like good enough to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with this. Like this video, it's still funny. It's still a good video. But yeah. Yeah, so even if like people learn from this, like if so many people learn from this video, I'm still learning myself like how to get better, like not just as an editor, but as like a creator as well. Yeah, that's kind of how I did that. And then this part here, okay, I just called it cultured because I couldn't really think of anything. But yeah, so I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I just got I literally just got a bunch of PNGs of like what would fit, and then like literally this is how it starts first, like a PNG, and then I added like a glow effect on this. I don't know where it is. PNG, no. No. I have no idea. Where is it? I have no idea. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in there. It should be it's usually like around here. Oh yeah, glow. Yeah. So I added like a glow here, like a glow, and also it's the drop shadow as well. And then like it gives us like, I get this like radiant kind of like effect like around the borders here. And then with this, and then I think it evolved into this, which is like, I just put like these. So basically what I did is like I nest these. So basically what that does, it just puts them all into like one layer. So that way it's not like, you won't see like a shit ton of layers just over each other like in the timeline. So it's like, it just makes it a little easier. And then with this, I just, same thing, just PNG with some hands. And then I added this effect here, which is also from 𝓗𝓸𝓻𝓷𝓽's fix, which is like, you just drag and drop, which is like that. You just drag and drop in there, and it does that. Yeah, and it's kind of neat, you know, because that's the thing. I think that's what that's what I like about like presets and stuff. It's like you don't always have to manually do them. The only manually stuff, like personally for me, like the only manually stuff that I have to do is, at times I will have to like do some motion tracking, which is like just moving, like, you know, certain frames here and there, or moving like certain objects and whatnot where I go. And yeah, that's pretty much all it really is. Most of the time it's just like a lot of motion tracking, a lot of like, you know, that here and there. And then, so yeah, so I nested these two together, and then basically what I did was I added the slide up effect, which basically makes it slide up here, and then it slides back down, and then around here. Yeah, so this is where Markina comes in. So again, same thing. I just put like his basically profile picture. I made a circle crop so that way it's like, yeah, it doesn't look like shit. Yeah, I basically make a circle crop so it kind of looks like, you know, kind of like a head size, I guess. And then I got the PNG of the, you know, I had to do it to him guy. And then around, I don't know, what was this one? Oh yeah, this was just my character, where it's like, yeah, so okay, so I will probably like talk about this like later on, like when I get through the video, where it's like I did a lot of motion tracking specifically for the eyes, like see how like the eyes move, right? So all of that, everything to do with like the eyes and stuff, it was all motion tracking. Like I literally just did this, and then I just moved. I had to like, well, first I basically had to like crop it out. I had to crop out the white stuff, so it's like I just put a color mat here, and then as you can see, like I just pretty much masked that out into like circle, circle shape, and then basically I just got the pupils from here. I also yeah, masked these out as well, and then all I really did was just pretty much I basically put one keyframe here and then just move the next one to like the next frame right there. So yeah, so that's how I did that. And then you're gonna see a lot of that, a lot of me explaining that throughout this video here, because I did a lot of it. Like there was a couple scenes where I did a lot of that. And then around here, it's just basically it just threw a bunch of Mark and his thumbnails and stuff. I could have asked him like if he could send me some, but I was just like, you know, I'll just go to Google and I'll just snag some of his thumbnails, and yeah, I just put them together, and this is kind of what it came out. So all I did really was basically kind of made them like on a like swiveled a bit, so like, well, not swiveled, but yeah, but like little like kind of have a bit of perspective on them, yeah, with the 3D effect, basic 3D, and then basically I put this effect on as well, the smooth caramel wobble. It just makes it so that like everything's kind of
Cultured.
like, doesn't feel like, I don't know, it's not like it's just like a still image. It's just like kind of moving. And then right here it's just, yeah, same thing with like the slide ups and stuff. There's other effects as well that I put here, which is like, you know, slide down, slide left, out, right, you know, just dragging and dropping presets, and then yeah, and then kind of making it work here. And then this part here, I don't really much to say about this part. It's more so like the same thing, you know. This part I just zoomed into that image, and then yeah, nothing much to say.
I think he likes it a little too much.
Okay, I'll explain this part around here. So not that part. Okay, let me just get rid of these. There's so much. But yeah, all I did here, it's like, I guess the same thing as well, where it's like I just chroma key, but you could also like chroma key it, but you know, I didn't do that. Instead I just kind of found it easier to just yeah, just crop it out. Yeah, so as you can see, this is just a mask here, so usually it looks like this, and then yeah, I did that. So I just kind of aligned it. Is it just that square there? Line the corners, and then yeah, it gives me that. And I pretty much just copy and pasted like this frame here, and then I just put it in there. So yeah, that's kind of how I did that. So around this part here, like how I was able to do this. So well, what I did was added a crop tool here. So basically, yeah, so basically without it, it's just a big square, and then, but I was able to just crop it just to make it smaller here. And then what I did was with the opacity, what's cool about this is you can kind of just change to whatever. So usually it's just stuck at normal, right? But I just put it to like pin light because I just thought it would make more like clearer, like as if like it's like kind of like a highlighter, just like highlighting like the key points of like what flipping is, like, oh, just changing from witch to wizard, you know, and vice versa, and just copying and just kind of like highlighting the key points here. Yeah, so that's how you do that. By the way, this shit was like I don't know why, like this, I mean obviously I know why, but like this video was such a bitch to censor, dude. Like you see all these like markers here, like shout outs to Marketer, because Marketer like literally like recommend that, like, hey, if you want to, like, you probably can't show a lot of the lewd stuff on this video, so yeah, it's probably best thing to put some markers and then just like know like what parts to censor. So shout out to Marketer for that, because I probably wouldn't have thought of like putting markers down for like what parts I need to censor. So yeah, that's why you can see all these markers here. Okay, so yeah, pretty much what I did here was this is just the green screen. usually. So you can see here, it's just well, a blue screen. But you can, I have this effect here, which is an ultra key, and what it does, it just keys out pretty much everything in the background. Yeah. But the thing about this one is usually if I just get rid of this, right? So usually I'll teach you guys a little bit of a, I guess a little bit of a tip. Yeah. So usually, so there's an effect called ultra key, right? And what it does is when you put it to this, you can just key it out, right? But if you want to be, but what I have, I can just type in green screen, and then well, usually if I had a green screen, it would work. But yeah, but anyway, all you really have to do is put this eyedropper here, and then just press that, and then boom, it keys out everything. And then this one, and if you go down like here or down here and stuff, this is pretty much just makes it like a little more like clearer. Like the choke is just, I mean, I feel like if you're doing this stuff, you don't really need to touch it, but unless if it looks like janky, it looks a little weird. Yeah, these two, definitely look out for these two. Just try to like see what works. Everything else is kind of like contrast. You can, yeah, it just changes that. You can kind of see somewhat of a difference, but yeah, on that, it's not really too much different. But yeah. This effect here, okay, so I kind of, I won't lie, I did this, I kind of planned this as a little foreshadowing what's going to happen like towards the end of the video. But yeah, I had to censor this part, but basically what I did was, this is kind of just a frame of just a normal seagull, and then I got the frame of the seagull screaming, and I just kind of got these two images and combined the two when the feather hits the, yeah, hits the seagull, and then I just made it red, just turned it red here, how I did it. Yeah, so you use this like little like chart here, and then you can just alter it however you want. And yeah, and then I also had the Minecraft explosion green screen as well, so it just cuts off here. Yeah, so another cool thing I kind of like to do, well, it's not cool, but I mean, if you understand like editing, it's kind of cool. But another thing what I like to do is I kind of like to overlap like certain layers, so that like it kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I think they call it like a J cut or something, like a jump cut, or yeah, a jump cut, where it's like you kind of just put a certain like clip over another clip, and then it kind of like works out in a way. So like when it gets hit here, so usually, okay, I'll show you an example. So usually if most timelines are gonna look like this when you're just, you know, it looks like that, which, I mean, it's a little delayed. It's a little bit like, I don't know, it doesn't really work. Don't worry, I'm gonna censor this part in the thing, don't worry. But if you just bring that in closer, it just works out. And then, yeah. Also, I try to like match everything. The thing I like to do with my videos as well is, with the music, I like to kind of match like certain cuts and like certain things to like the beat, or like to kind of just match the like music, you know, clips to match the beats of the music. And I really like that stuff. It's really, yeah, it's just so satisfying to do. And you'll see it later on when I go through this video. Okay, so how I did this, okay, so how I did this effect. So what I do is, excuse me. So usually it looks like, well, okay, easy way I can do this. Usually it looks like this, right? And this is kind of what I start with. And then what I did was I just put like I copy and pasted like another layer. And then what I do here, I don't know why it looks like this, but yeah, it looks like this for now. But yeah, as you can see, like I was able to crop out like a certain part, like a certain color, like a certain block of this background here, and then I just stretched it out so that like that way you can't see the text. So usually you can see the text in it, but if like you do this, you can barely see it. Like you can kind of, like, I guess like if you go in closer, like, yeah, no, you barely can't even make that out. So I kind of always found that like a cool tool to use if you want to like if you want to like get rid of text like in like certain images and stuff and like screenshots, you know, I always just find that really cool where it's like, yeah, you can just like get a background and you stretch it out and then you can, it's like, it's kind of like magic almost, I guess, in a way. And then I guess put like, I don't really know what a font to use to like match this to make it more convincing, but I mean, it's whatever, but I just put that. Attracts men to your local area. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of, these are a lot of gay jokes yeah. I forgot to cut this part out. I am so stupid. Yeah. I just cut that out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. I forgot the fucking Germa. Yeah. I just grabbed like a shit ton of pictures of Germa, and I just put them all over the place, like literally just as a way I could, because there's a lot. Again, there's a lot I had to censor in this video, like a lot, like including this, obviously. Like as you can see, there's a lot of shit I had to censor in this video, and you know what better to censor stuff is just put pictures of Germa, you know. Like I just, like, I don't know why, it's just like a little off topic, but it's crazy like how I can just search up Germa and then these are the pictures that come up. It's like, it's not even like as a joke, it's kind of disconcerting that like there's so many people that just like alter his face in like some distorted, like uncanny way. It's like kind of funny, you know. Okay, so how I did this part here was basically what I did was I go to here, go all the way back. So this is, so again, about the eyes, right? All it really is, it's just motion tracking. All I did was just motion track the eyes a lot. Like same thing that I said before. Like I did a lot of this like throughout like most of the video, where I just motion track the eyes and I put the eyes on the thing and then yeah. So usually it looks like this. It only looks like this, right? Yeah. So basically, yeah. I put these two together, and then I nist this, and then I just put the eyes onto this character there, and then combine those two to make this, and then it just slides out. Okay. And this is gonna be where it kind of gets a little bit technical, but not really. But okay, so what I did, first off, what I did to make this motion here, where you see like his hand move, like his arms move and shit. So like you're probably wondering, wow, how do you do that? Like how did he make his arm move? You know, like as you can see, as you can see here, like you can noticeably tell, like his arm gets cut significantly bigger, right? Like around this part here, like look, see? But like usually most people probably won't notice that. Like most people will probably look past that and won't even notice. But yeah, but like if you just go this closer here, it's like you can like significantly tell this part here is like, yeah, the arm like it's slightly bigger. So how I did this was, first I masked out like this stuff. So here, so that way there's like no like, basically nothing sticking out, no like weird like thing that sticks out. Like I made 2 layers of this, and then for this part, which is like the main layer for the arm, I masked this. So as you can see, I masked the arm here, and all I did was just go through here, and then I just move the arm. I move the arm up. Yeah, and like you can drag this however you want, but I try to like align it so that it's kind of with like, like around like his forearm here, and then like also like up to like around like where his like bicep is, I guess. And then like, yeah, and then arm moves up slightly there. So it doesn't look too, it looks somewhat natural, I guess, but not, I mean, obviously it's not, but yeah. That's kind of how I did that. Oh yeah, and for this part here, you know, you see like how it's like, kind of like, his eyes kind of like a half, like cut off bit. That's how like, I guess I was supposed to do that like as if it was like eyebrows, in a way, to give him like more character. So this is what I did. So in here, I just did this. So, so yeah, so 23 there, and then I just the eyebrows, and then yep, looks that way, and then yeah, it just plays out. So yeah, so usually just looks like that. Okay, so okay, let me do this. Okay, yeah, and then obviously same thing. I just use the eyes here. Then I just moved it. Yeah. Funny enough, this was like the first thing I started with. Everything else, what I did with the motion tracking with the eyes, I did like later on. But this part here, I guess was like the first part I did. Like first time I really experimented with it, and then I was like, okay, I'll just try to expand on this, but like later on in the video. Okay, that's probably one of my favorite parts in the video is the Discord. I just call it the Discord bit, and basically, like when I was writing the script, I was like thinking, what would be a good part like to put this? And I was like, so basically, there's a part in the video where I'm just talking about like, oh, there's bound to be favorites of like the characters in the game, and then I was gonna say, oh, mine's this one, and then like I got Mark to say this part here, so I'll just play it for you guys.
Mine's this one.
That's cute and all, but nothing compares to what I got right over here.
Yeah, so what I did to get this, so basically what I did first was I got this, right? I got a color mask, and then I just keyed, well, yeah, I got a color mask, and basically I got this color here, which is like the Discord, it gives background of it all, and then yeah, and I made it so that it's more like a Discord like group chat, where it's just like sending messages to each other like about like a favorite characters.
Mine's this one.
That's cute and all, but nothing compares to what I got right over here.
And then I think how I did this effect here. So basically, I think this was like the same thing, where I was like, yeah. So I cropped this out, and then I transformed. I slide down, you know. It's kind of what really give off the effect. I just put the opacity as 0 first, and then that way it's like, yeah, it's like a lot more cleaner, more smooth.
I like this one.
And then just straight up, and then if I think for this bit, I wanted the bit to be like, I wanted it to be like Frostbite's like favorite character is just not even a character from a game, or I don't know. Okay, the image that he sent me, I don't even know if it's like, I think it's a furry OC. I think it's like someone's furry OC. I don't know if it's from a game or not, but it's literally just straight up someone's furry OC, and like Frost was like, you know, you should use this one, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll use it. I guess it's more funny, but yeah, but
this one
for you guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's kind of like the joke, I guess, where it's just like different character, not even associated with like the game or anything. It's just a random furry OC, and then yeah, and then I kind of like cut off what I'm not gonna sit here. It's like the comic relief.
What the fuck?
But oh yeah, funny story. That was like, so when I told him about this, like I got Frostbite to send me that image again, because I didn't have it at first, and then I fucking I sent it to Mark, and well, because I was recording like me and his like conversation as well. I think I have it. I think I have the conversation. I could probably just show you guys. I don't even know where it is though.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like genuine reaction of him looking at that pic, and it just made it so much better, and made this so much fucking better than it already was.
They just came out of nowhere.
I told you to get it ready.
I know, but I was like expecting like a pause, and then you would say it like, yeah. So that's kind of it there. Yeah. So yeah, a little bit just a funny stories. That's how. Yeah, that's how I just ended up using that voice clip.
What the fuck?
Once you complete a side quest, you get a very much happy fun time with your friendly neighborhood NPC. Is this what gooning feels like?
Yes.
But back to what I was.
Again, a lot of the jokes are just like, just gay. A lot of the jokes are like just pointed towards gay, trans people, and like, I don't know, degenerate gooners. that's literally this whole video. It's literally just pointed at gay people, trans people, degenerate gooners, and that's it. I actually did buy a maid outfit. People won't believe me, but I actually did buy a maid outfit, and yeah, enough said. Yeah, this shit was a bitch to put on. I won't lie. Like, I spent like 2 to 3 hours trying to like put it on. Like, no, I spent an hour trying to put it on, right, and trying to like get everything like on me and stuff. And then I realized like I had this like the like I think I won't say overalls, but like I had one of the shirts like on backwards. Like after like an hour putting, I was like realizing, oh shit, this shit's on backwards. Cause the thing about women's clothing is like the zip like is usually on the back. I didn't know it was on the back. I assumed it was on the front, so I just zipped the front bit while I had it on the front side, like of my like torso. Or like my chest, right? And I realized, oh shit, this shit's on the back. And I'm like, how am I gonna zip this shit up? Because it's like, I know if I'm gonna zip it up from the back, I know I can't zip. It's gonna be difficult to zip it down because my arm doesn't go that far, right? So it's like, you know, yeah. So literally, the shit took me like an hour to put on and everything. Like, surprisingly, the maid outfit came in like less than 2 weeks, which I was surprised about. And yeah, and like also fucking I was just spending like just kind of like 30 minutes just pacing around my house because like I was waiting for my phone to charge. Like fucking my phone wouldn't charge because I just needed my phone to take this picture, and like I was just not fucking charging. And I was like, what the fuck, why is my phone not charging? I don't know. I mean, I hadn't charged in like days, but like I was like, he's so like triggered and was like, fuck, I really need to take this picture. I finally got my phone to charge, and then I was able to I took like multiple pictures. I'm not gonna show them, but I think I got one of them as like a Twitter post, but I'm not gonna probably show them because a lot of them, I think some of them do have my face in it, so yeah, I don't want to show that. So, I mean, this has my face in it, but I just put like another image over it, so. Yeah, so same thing, more motion tracking. How I made this mouth move, I think it's just, I think I cropped it. Yeah, so I just got like a color mat, color mat to crop out, to mask out, and then I just move I just keyframe like the mouth moving. And that's pretty much it, yeah. Again, it's like, not a lot of these fics that I explain, they might seem like a little bit like, oh, it's like, I mean, like if you don't really understand like editing, you probably think it's like, oh, this seems like how do you do this stuff? And like it's not hard to do. Like, I'm just gonna say this like now, a lot of the stuff that I do is not necessarily hard, but it's more so just a time sink. It's just like really time consuming just to work, especially just to work on in like a 1 second clip. And like I've done this like time and time again with like my previous videos where I'll just work on like one like effect for just like one specific effect, and then just for like a 5 second clip. So originally it was just, it kind of just looked like, it looks like this usually, right? It looks like this. I used a PNG, I used a drop shadow here, but I think I inverted this, or did I invert it? Oh no, I didn't invert it, but yeah, it looks like this, right? It kind of looks a little crusty, not crusty, but like it looks, like you can see there's like a little, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks a little iffy, but since I just picked a background that kind of just was a little dark, but still had like some little lighting to it, I put the spotlight here. Did I keyframe the spotlight? I don't know where I did it. Around here. Yeah. I think I might have did. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm just trying to like find the spotlight thing because I don't know if I did it or not. I love how like one of like fucking things is called No 6. One of the layers I named it was literally. That's the thing. I don't name my layers normally like most people do when they make new like videos. I just put like random shit on like, oh, we're 6, no 6. Just like, I guess in a way just to like help me wrap my brain, like wrap around like certain stuff. Like I was like, oh, okay, I know where this is. It's like I just type in this and then yeah. But yeah, okay. The way I can explain this is like. Basically, I just made this like PNG of me just moving like slightly towards the light, and then I used like a lighting effect, kind of like a lighting effect, and what it does is like it has a like spotlight here, and then I made it so that like you see around this part here, where like it clears out, like right. So I'll just highlight here, like you kind of see that. So yeah, like as you can see, I masked like this part here with the shadow, and then like as like my character is slowly moving towards the spotlight, you can see like slowly like fades away, way to the side a bit as it gets closer to the light. And I just thought it was kind of cool. Like it was kind of just a cool thing to do. It just makes it a little more seamless, I guess. Right around there, yeah. So that's kind of how I did that. And then I just posed. And then usually just to give it more like flair, more pizzazz, I guess, I nest the entire like sequence here, and then I just like do like close-ups of like my character, just to give it like more pizzazz.
Wait, what?
Okay, yeah, so this is like the big finale, right? I will just go to this project because I am going to go a little bit more in depth with this specific part because it's a pretty big part in the video. And it's probably the longest time I spent a lot of time on this than I did with the rest of the video. So basically for what I wanted to do was this was just gonna be the climax. This was gonna be the climax to the entire video. Basically, I wrote the script for what I wanted to do for this part, saying that like, oh, there's no gay sex, like, because I make a joke here, right? I make a joke where it's like, oh, I can confirm that there is no sex, no gay sex, so therefore it's a 0 out of 10 game, because there is, okay, I will say in the game there is sex, but there's like not a lot of like yaoi stuff. There is some yuri stuff here and there, but it's like, it's not that much, like, but it's, but you know, that was kind of like the joke I kind of wanted. Again, the whole video is literally just me saying gay sex, trans, fucking Guna, fucking degenerate Guna jokes, like yeah. So I could probably show you guys, hang on, I'm gonna go to Discord. I'm gonna show you guys because I think I sent this to one of my friends about like, this is kind of what it'll first look like. I'll just show you guys here. This was just like an early concept.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry, and then it's just no gay sex.
But the game itself revolves around using the gender bend mechanic. Not only is a
like, it looks a lot different. It was just me putting a bunch of PNGs together and just seeing how it would work. And I was just kind of trying to envision like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this image and then of this PNG of Frost, and then I'm just gonna get the camera to slowly zoom in on like his profile picture here, while there's just a bunch of pictures going on in the background, as if it's like kind of like a flashback in a way, like a Vietnam flashback, I guess. It was kind of weird because like the way I edited this part around here, I kind of start from the end to the start, if that makes sense. I don't know why I did it, but it kind of worked. Like, because like, as you can see here, right, you go to this part, you kind of notice that this part
impossible.
is like,
It can't be!
edited, like more edited than this part around here first. Like I edited the end part first before I ended like the start. And then I just came up with, yeah, I came up with this part. And then, I will probably talk about this part like when I get back into my project, but yeah, I drew this. I genuinely actually kind of drew this. I just traced it and I was like, okay, I'll just add Frostbite's like, I guess, details in there and there. and then that was kind of like the end there. So yeah, that's kind of what that was kind of like the earliest, like the early concepts of what I did for that. And then I think okay, so this is kind of, it's this project in its full form, so
Wait,
the finale. So sorry, bud, there's just no gay sex.
but the game itself revolves around using the gender bend mechanic. Not only is a platform.
Probably this bigger so you guys can see. My bad. Yeah. So as you can see, it's a lot different. I put like faces and stuff on like the logos and stuff on my friends' profile pictures, so it gives it more character. And yeah, so as you can see, I made this like, I just put like a cross dissolve here, and then it just slowly zooms on Frostbite, and then I have like basically gameplay like in the background here, like it's a flashback. And then as you can see, I don't know if I should open this. I'm just gonna open it anyway. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, so I censored pretty much everything here. All I really did, like as you can see, I just put like a shit ton of images, and then I put them all on like a template kind of thing, and then I just like nest them all together, and then I did this. So basically, I used the basic 3D effect here. I tilt them. I kind of made them like perpendicular. Is that the word? Or like symmetrical. I made them like both symmetrical on like each side, and then I just kind of make this like effect here, which is called offset, which is kind of like a loop almost, which I kind of really like. Yeah, and then and then I also, to top it off, I made a transition here so that like it basically does
Platforming
this.
gimmick, but also
So it just does like an up, yeah, slides up transition. And then for this part here, I kind of just slide everything down, so the wireless and then sexual. So yeah, and then it's just like dissolve. I think I talked about this already before, a little before, like early in the video. But yeah, all I did was just put the opacity to 0, and then just to 100. I try to kind of just put it like under it, like under this part here, so that it's like as if it's like sliding down from there, and then I put the desires in Frostbite's character's hand, so it's like, yeah. So you can see here, this is kind of what it starts with. And 6 great name. Again, I will name them the most wildest names, so just so that I can remember. Like, okay, this is what it's called, and then I can go
even if the player fantasizes about.
And then this part here, all I really did was just put a shit ton of images, and then like, yeah, and it just loops. It loops. Like, look at this shit. Look, if I just play it, this is what it looks like. And then I just put it into here.
Hot, steamy goblin himbos sucking
I just made it zoom in a bit.
each other off.
And then, yeah, just copy pasted Frostbite's face. Like I kind of, like, this is the thing. I wanted to make this, like, as if it's, like, a flashback, or if it's, like, you know, like, like, as if he, like, has an epiphany about something. Like, oh, why does this game have no gay sex? I don't know. But, yeah. This is kind of what I came up with. My brain is weird in a lot of ways.
And you're telling me you're telling me there's none of that?
I think I've seen one.
Okay, this is like Monica's part here. So, okay, like originally I didn't really know, like, because I wanted this like part to drag on a bit longer, so that like that way when it gets to like the last part of the climax, then it's just like it's slowly kind of like, you know, like it kind of slowly like fades away, you know what I mean, like that type of thing, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there were some parts where I was just thinking, man, I feel like this part's just a bit too short, like I want it to like drag on a bit a little longer, you know. Like someone make the finale like a bit impactful in a way, you know. I don't know why I'm like trying to like act like as if this is like a serious like part. It's not, it really isn't, but like obviously it's just satire, but like I kind of, you know what I mean, like I kind of just like, in terms like from an editing standpoint, like I don't know if any editors can relate, but like, you know how you just want like something you just drag on like a little longer so that it becomes like a little more subtle, but like at the same time impactful like towards the end, I guess.
some gay sex
I
in the
don't know.
game. It wasn't gay, but it was lesbian. But that's still like gay.
I mean, there's always Goblin Yuri sex. At least give them a chance.
Yeah, so again, like, I talked about the eyes before, but yeah, this is what I literally did with the eyes, which was like, yeah. So literally all it is just motion tracking with the eyes, like here, which I already talked about. Which all I did was just motion track with the eyes, and yeah. And then, yeah, same thing here, motion tracking with the eyes, just getting more character, more pizzazz, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why, the eyes kind of like fit my character, because like usually, because I have, so this character that I have, like this characters here that I have, it's from a game that I used to play like a while back. I kind of tried to brand myself from that game. And I don't play it anymore, but I kind of just liked this image, and it was just like, you know, the eyes kind of go well with my character, because my character has like googly eyes, right? Normally, or like goggles or whatever, and they have like eyes in them. And I was like, I wonder, these eyes could look like really good, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll use them. So, yeah. So it's kind of like how I kind of was like, you know, I'll just put those two together.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
No! That's impossible!
Okay. I'm gonna fix something here, because I am stupid. So, basically, well, I'm not stupid, but like, I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm like, it's just like, this part here was supposed to be, so it's a little weird, because you can see, like, the phone's kind of like, cropped out a bit, like, as you can see, like, try to mask this as much as I can, like here, like, I didn't mask it out, fuck, hang on, so I didn't mask it out enough, since I'm stupid, but yeah, I probably should have done this, like, early on. That's the thing, that's the thing about YouTubers, man, every YouTuber makes their mistakes, and I'm honestly fine with that. But yeah, it's supposed to kind of look like this, where it's like kind of keyed out a bit. Yeah, there we go. So now it's like more natural. So you can see here, it's like as if he's actually holding it. Duh. Yeah. And then it just looks more natural. Like, it looks like, yeah. So I think it should look good. I don't know if I'll, like, repost this, or, like, I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep it as is, because it's whatever. Like, yeah, there are some technical
That's
errors,
impossible!
but that's kind of how I learn from it, you know? If there's, like, a few things like, oh, I could have changed this better, or I could have changed that better, you know? But it's whatever. It's part of being. It's part of life. You know, you make some little errors here and there. It's all good. It's fine.
Impossible! It can't be!
Yeah, and this is kind of like the shot that I liked so much, was like the fact that it kind of zooms onto like his hand and just him holding it. So how I did this was a little bit of a trick here. So usually, I just cut this out. Like, cut this bit out. Usually you could just do this in Photoshop, whatever, but I just feel like it's such a hassle from like, because just alternating between different like softwares and just like putting this software into that software, it's like, you can literally just do this in Premiere, like, you know, like, you'd be surprised, like, a lot of the stuff you can do in Photoshop, you can just do it in here, like, you'd be surprised. But yeah, all I really did was just like, basically cut this part of the thumbnail, and then I just overlaid it so that it's kind of like still like, you know, so that it connects. So usually without this, it would just be this. Oh fuck. Or this. Yeah, it would just be this. It would just be this thumb. Yeah. And then it kind of made it so like it's holding the. Yeah. And then I was also able to cut this part out as well, or chroma key it to be exact. I don't know where it is, but yeah. Where was it? Did I chroma key this out? I don't even know. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't chroma key it out. But yeah, that's kind of how I did that. But and then with this part here, so with the lighting here, what I did was I copied and pasted the background, right? And I think I just added. Oh, I know. Okay, I used one of the images, right? And then I just made it so that it gradually like becomes more red. So I just used this PNG drop shadow here, and then just as the light becomes more and more red, I kind of wanted to I kind of wanted to signify like, okay, this is kind of like the evil, like, I guess, I don't know, like I kind of want to be more like evil and more like sinister, and then it zooms out to this part here, which is probably one of my favorite parts around here, which is like, yeah, it's because this is kind of what it's like. Okay, it started with this, I guess, where I just put I just got a stock image of a guy with his hairs on his head, and then I went with, I probably can't show it, but yeah, I got an image of this and I censored it, and then I basically made it slow. Yeah, I basically made it like slide down from here. So I think it was this image here. No, fucking, I don't know where it was. Yeah, well, it was one of these, but yeah, I just made it slide down there. But also using the basic 3D effect, like we talked about, and then basically when it came to this part here, I was like, hey, I can make this way better if I zoom out, and then it shows like, oh shit, the big reveal, like there's no gay sex, and then it just comes to that part there, and then again, I drew this. I will even give you proof. I drew this. I'm gonna open up Photoshop just to give you proof that I actually drew this. I feel like we were all like that age when we just like loved drawing as a kid, and then like, you know, at least when you get to like high school and stuff, like middle school, high school, you kind of just fall out of it, you know, out of drawing. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, one of the many perks of growing up. It's just not. I mean, I don't know. There's people who do continue to draw, but I mean, I don't know. Personally, for me, I just like, I kind of fell out of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to drawing one day. Like maybe for some videos, maybe for like a future video. Like I'll try to draw my own stuff for. Or maybe, like, not even for, like, a video, like, I'll just draw in general. Like, I definitely want to, like, just take some time to just learn to draw, like, for myself, personally, but even just, like, for videos as well is also kind of fun. But, yeah, this is kind of how I drew it. All I really did was I had, like, the chopper meme, and I just kind of traced, like, the outline of that, and, like, everything else I kind of just drew myself. But, like, the hair and, like, the gloves here. Like, how you can tell it's my drawing is basically the way I draw fingers, because they look so weird. I don't know why, but yeah. But yeah, that's basically, yeah, how this came to be. And also for this, when like he's like becoming red, he's about to explode, I added this wave warp here, which kind of like makes him like, it's like very static. Very like distorted, makes the image more distorted, and then I use the color balance here to make it more red, and then this is the part where, yeah, it goes boom. But for the ending here, I did a little bit different. I wanted to cut this part here, so basically around here, I think, yeah. What I wanted to do was like, as soon as like the music cuts off, it just literally cuts to like the next, it literally just goes black, and I kind of like that. Yeah, I don't know, it makes it more like dramatic again. And then, oh yeah, and then this part here. Oh yeah, like literally fucking Makino was like, yo, I asked him like, I want to add something more to this part, and then he was like, you know what, Goose, you should just add a Family Guy bit, because it's funny. And I was like, okay. And I was just editing the Family Guy bit while I was with him, while I was in a call with him. And then for this part, I just did this on my own. It wasn't too hard to do. Again, a lot of it is just crop, which is masking. A lot of masking here and there. And then I just got some random images. And then I did this part here. Again, it's just masking. It's literally just masking, like the family. Yeah. Fuck. Where is it? Yeah. So as you can see, it's just masking. I kind of just wanted this part to be like a little bit of like a fourth wall like break. Yeah, and it was kind of turned out good. And I was happy with that. So yeah.
Where the fuck is that music coming from? Who are you people? Why are you watching? What are you doing in my house?
Yeah. Around this part, pretty much. I don't really want to explain it. I kind of just, yeah. From this part, I kind of just grabbed like a bunch of games, a bunch of clips. This part was just a speed run. I just grabbed it from. I probably need to give credit, but yeah, this was literally just from a Dead Cell speedrun I found on YouTube. And then around, what do I want to talk about? Again, there is things I could talk about, but more times it's just like clips that I think best fit like what I'm saying, really usually. And then I got this part here, which is like, yeah, just put like a stretched out version of this.
And then you jerk off. I mean, that's what I did. And they called me a madman!
No one in their life.
Yeah, I was like screaming a lot, by the way. Like, I think when I was recording this, like, especially around this part here, like the ending here, I screamed like a lot. Like, I was screaming like a lot.
And no one in their life has called you that.
So whether you like it, and then the zoom in there, just the, real message from Markin on Steam. Yeah, because I'm stupid. And then I was like, go in incognito mode, and then I think there's any part here. You sick fucks.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Okay, so around that bit, again, Markin told me like I can just go on Steam, like on the browser, and then you just inspect the element. You can just right click and inspect the element, and you can just change like whatever code for this is. So I just like, okay, funny enough, I did buy this game, but I only played it for like 10 seconds and then I just closed it because it was just a boring puzzle game. But I honestly, again, I just bought this as a bit. Okay, it was just a lot of the stuff that I do, it was just for a bit, but the only thing that wasn't a bit was me actually playing the game and like completing it to 100%. I actually legit did that. I did it, and it's not hard to do. It was not hard to do. I mean, it took me like 7 hours, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I just changed the hours on this to like 102 or something, just some insane hours. And that was kind of like the bit that I came up with. That was like, oh, don't go horny on me. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. So.
Oh, son of a bitch!
And this is the ending credits here. So as you can see, I got like the different color overlays around here, around this part. So yeah, that's kind of like pretty much it, really. It's like I kind of like how this like looks, because it feels like I kind of wanted to kind of like reminisce like on a cartoon. In a way, like a cartoon or like a show or something, and it's kind of cool. Like I kind of like it. Again, like my artist is so good. Like she's fucking awesome. Like yeah. And then I got this part here, which is I just put a bunch of random clips. Pretty much, I think it's just the same clips that I put in like past in this video here. Just grabbed from here, and then this is like the cool thing I did. So, around here. It's just kind of like, I need to render this. I'm gonna render it and then I'll just play it for you guys because it's probably better. It's so good. It is so fucking good around there. Okay, so how I did this was basically, I was able to slide it up. Well, first I got the same image from the finale, right? From the finale bit. And then I grabbed the 6 clips here. And then I kind of just emulated that same like effect again. I copy and paste it, and it kind of works out. It kind of works, and I love it. Again, I kind of just copy and pasted like the template that I use, that I just put like all the images in, and then I made them like all like kind of like sliding, like as if it's like kind of like rolling through film, almost, and it kind of gives it that effect, and yeah, but what I found like cool is like the transition, so I'll just play for you guys. Like that's so cool. I don't know why. That's just so cool. Like this fucking whoosh just carries, dude. It carries this fucking. Because I was like trying to like find a transition sound effect that would best suit it, and I fucking found it, and I was like, man, it's so cool. Like that is awesome. And all it really is just I just use the basic 3D just to make it like tilt a bit, and then like just zoom in, and while it's like, yeah, that's so. And then I just did the transition slide effect, which is like the thing you can see up here. Yeah. But what's also cool about it is that it literally just transitions to this. So if I play it like here, like that, I don't know why, that's so fucking good. Like I'm proud of that. It's such a small thing, but it's so like good. Like I'm just so proud of that bit. Like I was like, man, that's good, fucking great way to transition to like another scene. So like this part here, I kind of just wanted to make it like kind of like a Marvel thing, like you know, like almost every Marvel, at the almost end of every Marvel movie, there's always like a little like scene. I guess I just want to do something like that where it was like a little extra scene if people want to make it this far. Hello?
Goobs, you better leave this part in.
Yeah, I always keep mentioning this, but yeah, a lot of it is motion tracking, and then I got this lighting effect, which was pretty cool, as if it was like the morning. I don't know. Yeah, it's like, yeah, so like this lighting effect here. Yeah, should probably be over, yeah, and then right here. Eyes move as well. You can see more motion tracking, and then goes into this. Yeah, so Mark he wanted me to put this part in the video because I was like, it's kind of whatever, but yeah, I mean, I don't really, because like at first, like, because when I was about to finish it, I really didn't know. This was like the one part I was so unsure, and I was like, you know, I'll ask Mark and what he would think I should add, and I was just like. He was just like, you should just probably put like a phone, like as if you were like making like a phone call type of thing, where it's like he's on the, like where my character's on the phone with Mark on it. So
according to witness accounts, aka the local brown.
Yeah, this part. I just put a picture of. I feel like I've had this picture for like the longest time. At least like on this computer, I've had it. Like, well, not on my computer, but on my USB drive. Of just this fucking picture of Knights. Knights is one of my friends. Yeah, I think I don't even know what the like. I think he was like we were all in a Discord call one time. It was me, Knights, Markin, and Frost, and like Knights was just like doing a room tour of his house, and it was just putting some like wacky, goofy shit on while he was on the mirror. And then this is the picture that he took while we were like in the call, and it was just so fucking funny. So fucking funny. I don't know why. It was just a weird time.
Or else that pic gets leaked. But I have a theory, and your viewers need to hear it.
According to witness accounts, aka the local brown man, you said you weren't gonna make a video on this game. And only when you get caught being horny on main, you make excuses saying you're all of a sudden making a video on it. You can't fool me, Mr. Speedrunner. I know your ploy.
Anyway,
for the last time, I don't want to subscribe to your OnlyFans. Stop!
But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, I could go a little bit more in depth with this and just, like, you know. Yeah, I don't really need to explain much around here, because it's just mostly subtitling and, you know, and I put like this overlay here, which is like, it gives it more like a cinematic, I guess, look to it. Yeah. But yeah, overall, this video was really fun to make. Really, really long though. But honestly, like, I'm really proud of this video. I think this video is gonna be great. It's really funny, and honestly, I hope to do more stuff like this again. I don't know, you know, again, I don't know if I'll do more like director's commentary like this necessarily in future videos, but you know, again, if you like this type of stuff where there's just no editing, no nothing, just me talking about the video and just like my whole like process of like how to make this type of stuff, then yeah, let me know in the comments, you know, like I'm always down to like I'm always down to like make this type of stuff, you know, and experiment, like, you know, what would be interesting to do, you know. So yeah, my friend Nice always like said like, you know, you should make like a tutorial, like editing stuff, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm just not cut out for that, you know. I can't really teach it to people necessarily, like I'm not really the best at explaining what to do, but you know, but I think it's rather better for me just to kind of explain like my editing process and like how, you know, anyone that wants to grow or like anyone who wants to get into like editing and stuff, you know, I hope that you can take something from this video and just kind of learn again the process of like what it's like to go through all of this in like the span of like two and a half weeks. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is pretty much, yeah, pretty much everything that is to know about how I made this video, and yeah, and yeah, again, if you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. It's pretty funny, you know, it's a pretty funny video, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. All right, peace.